everyone. Bill Apter here for the Apter Chat. Look who I've got here. ECW back together again.
Yes. ECW.
Come on, ECW.
ECW.
What is he looking at?
I've always wondered that.
He gets me every time.
I wised up though. What he does is he make you look up, and then he grabs your ankle. You know?
He doesn't go into your pockets.
His leg dives you, and he's looking up in the air. Yeah, that's what.
I heard another story. I heard another story. Jerry Lynn, tell everybody what you're up to.
Mikey Whipprick and I have a podcast called Front Row Material. My wife and my daughter are continuously keeping me humble. That's it.
On her Facebook page.
Yeah, and I'm slowly getting put back together. I got my second hip replacement in January, so now I'm good.
You're ready to go. Your favorite ECW moment?
I can't pick one because there are so many. All right, I can't pick one. One?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the best.
That's hard. That's hard to pick.
Come back to you.
All right, come back to me.
Shane Douglas, the franchise. Welcome back. We've been on the Apter Chat many times.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody what you're up to.
6'1".
I mentioned that. I feel very short next.
Yeah, sorry guys. Just still doing the podcast, still doing these conventions like this, meeting the great fans, still making appearances, and pleasantly divorced.
I know about that.
Yeah.
I know about that. And you have become one of the most controversial people. Yes. People always say, well, Shane Douglas said this.
Yeah.
So what do you say about that?
Yeah.
This is a PG show, so we will do that.
How about this? Vince McMahon can kiss my derriere. How's that?
That might be okay. Your favorite ECW moment, if you could.
Very simple. 1993 to 2000. Hands down.
Yeah.
My favorite moment of ECW. Yeah.
Particular match?
I always, people ask me this. I was blessed to have worked with some of the greatest in wrestling history, but I was in ECW. I had some of the greatest opponents. Everybody I worked with in ECW, from start to finish, was never lazy. Everybody worked their ass off. Everybody gave the fans their money's worth. And I think that's why today people still chant ECW, right? Because they remember the legacy of it. There were a lot of great promotions before. The country was covered with them, but I worked in UWF, the NWA, WCW, even the old WWF. You don't hear fans chanting any of those. You still hear ECW, correct.
ECW.
Proud of that.
Did you come up with that moment?
No.
Okay. L.A. Smooth,
Yes,
welcome
sir.
back to the Apter
Thank
Chat.
you.
What about yours?
Wow, man. Well, we had great times, man, with the gangsters. We had some good ones with the gangsters and the Dudley Boys, but the gangsters was good. And my favorite moment was when I put New Jack through a wall, and then we was never ever go back to that building no more.
I remember that.
We were in Reading, Pennsylvania, and Paul East, he yelled at, he just screamed, "You goddamn Samoans!"
But that had to be a fake wall, right? It was made of like partition paper or something.
No, man, I wish it was. I wish it was.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right?
But that was your favorite moment there.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Just incredible. Welcome back. Welcome back to the world. We're really glad to see you.
Good to be here, man.
Tell everybody what you're up to these days.
Well, seems like everybody has a podcast, but I'm doing a podcast called I Hate This Podcast, available on Apple, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and Credible, the documentary, should be out. We wrap May 4th.
You're going to rap on May 4th?
May 4th.
Oh, the film. I thought he was going to rap on May 4th.
Hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay, well, that's great. And tell everybody how your health and everything is.
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
You look fabulous. You look just incredible.
Yeah, I'm doing
really
great.
So your favorite ECW moment?
Favorite ECW moment? When Tommy Dreamer and Raven concluded their feud. When crucified Raven and he hit him with the chair. So yeah, that was
just
fun.
incredible. So what's your favorite Jerry Lynn moment?
Oh, Lord.
My favorite Jerry Lynn moment. It's a great story. So I'm running a show in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. He and Rob Van Dam are traveling together, right? And he calls me up and he says, "Where's the Johnstown War Memorial?" I said, "When you come into town, just follow along the Cement River."
Me and Lance travel.
Oh, you and Lance, that's right. And I said, just follow right along the river and you run right into the War Memorial. 20 minutes later, he calls back. He said, "There's no river in town."
I said these people haven't heard of this venue.
I said, "Jerry, it's when you come in, the cement river is right. It's the cement line. Just follow it." calls back 10 minutes. There's no river in town. I said, Jerry, what do you? He goes, Johnstown, Ohio, right? I said, no, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. They were
within
but
a certain
still made it.
Yeah, we had to hightail it back, and within a certain, I don't know how many 100-mile radius, there was three Johnstowns in 3 different states.
4 GPS.
Right.
And Lance got the, he would always either do MapQuest or something, and he would drive and I'd navigate, and he brought up the wrong Johnstown, the wrong state. And he's like, you idiots, you're in the wrong state.
Which is over by Columbus, Ohio, and they still made it back by showtime, believe it or not.
See, now, luckily, we're by the Meadowlands. There's only one area.
Yeah.
So you're safe here. Thank you all for doing this. And if you wouldn't mind pointing out, we'll see you at the matches. I need a
EC Dub.
EC Dub. See you at the matches.
Dub.